Might want to hide your mouse, though.
No, it should disappear. I'll just throw it up in the top corner. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you for participating in this great ASM event. Don't worry, noobs. I'm sure you know how to count. I am megaslayer321a, or just Mega, as most people know me around on wherever I am. With me, we have Try as Unit, or Tau, or as I just call them, Try.
Yep, good afternoon.
We will be running Shantae, Half-Genie Hero, Pirate Queen's Quest 100%. Try is the current world record holder of this category, and I am second place. Try thinks I'm going to take his world record, but considering I haven't seriously ran this game in over a year, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, world record's free, man.
Oh yeah, sure.
all you gotta do is do tassel good, and you already win.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Alright, crap. Alright, I honestly can't remember if I have a save or not, so I'm just going to give it a 5 count and then go, and then we're ready to start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so in this mode, we play as Risky, the antagonist of the series, instead of Shantae, the protagonist. We are trying to put that little genie in her place. And to do that, we need to build a mighty weapon that will turn everything that is good evil. Or at least I think that's the plot. I honestly can't remember.
That's the general gist of it. Yeah, we're just going to build a device called the Dynamo, and yeah, we're just going to reverse all the good magic, turn it into bad magic.
So
become
that's
queen. And sorry, go on.
No. Oh, you're just going to say become queen of the 7 seas. I was about to say
pretty much.
That's the plot of the game. But we're not going to see much of that because, you know, this is a speedrun. We skip through that. Oh, and I already failed the first trick, which is to jump over this cannonball, which I am failing spectacularly. Right, you know what? A bit harder than it looks.
Yeah, it's a bit like the size of the knockback hitbox is really weird.
Okay, come on. Well, I got a
chance to redeem this.
I got a health item, so there's that at the very least. Alright, I got a bit distracted by failing to do that jump. I was about to say, Risky has a couple types of movement that you've already seen. The slide, the walk, or run, and the jump. Risky, unlike Shantae, can't crawl, but that's slow anyway, so who wants to crawl? For the majority of this run, you will see me sliding along the floor. And also, another great thing about the Risky mode is you can do the levels in absolutely any order you want. You don't have to do Tassel, I mean, you don't have to do Main Street into Mermaid into Tassel, blah blah blah. However, we still do Main Street first because it is the easiest stage to complete without any power-ups.
Also, those starfish kill runs.
Oh yeah.
They're awful.
If you get hit by the starfish, they slow you down. And
yep.
There's a speed run. We don't want to go slow. And I got the swag shot. That saves...
Every time you... Sorry, go on. I was going to say, every time you get caught by one of those starfish, it takes roughly a second to shake them off.
Yeah.
Which... yeah. Oh, nice, yeah. Only now I've just seen it.
Yeah,
that swag shot.
Saves like less than a second, but it looks cool.
I think it saves all of 6 frames. So, 2 ones to discuss dark magic.
Ah, yes, sorry. I was going to bring that up, but... Okay, so I got... As you may have noticed, I picked up a chest there. 100% run requires us to pick up every chest in the game, which are the 15 genie magics, which are mandatory for the run, regardless of whether it's any percent or 100%. And I want to say something like 28 dark magics.
I believe 38. It has to be divisible by 3, because each of our upgrades can be upgraded 3 times.
Well, then
so that'd be
30. That'd be 39.
I think maybe 48. There's a lot of things you can upgrade with Risky.
I screwed this up just a bit because my that fine fellow there that I just summoned did not spawn when I hit the button, and input got 8. So the strat for this boss is you hit the Tinker Slug or Poop Toot with a bomb, jump down to the bottom, throw out a Tinker Bat, and just slice into it as many times as you possibly can.
Yes. Usually this is just a 2-cycle fight if you get the Tinker Bat. Oh, you still got the 2-cycle anyway. Nice.
But it would have been slightly faster.
Yeah, without that Tinker Bat, this will pretty much always be a 3-cycle. So, but now I've learned something. You can 2-cycle using just one Tinker Bat phase.
As you may have noticed, I slid past the chest as I picked up the piece of Tinkerbrain parts, or Dynamo, or whatever he's called. That was just so that I had to run off the screen just a little bit less.
Where haven't I tried
And
yet?
you also would have noticed we got our first power-up or piece of equipment or whatever, the Hat Glider. Very good. The next piece of movement tech we have, and you would have also noticed that I skipped past Mermaid Falls and went straight into Tassel Town.
For anybody who remembers, the base game for Half-Genie Hero is Wilbur is pretty much an auto-scroller boss, so we take advantage of this to pick up some extra pieces of dark magic and not have to worry about investing any of that into the current boss. We can stockpile those for other encounters later in the game.
And there you just got an example of how useful the Hat Glider was, as it allowed me to jump over that archer girl without having to worry about getting hit or anything. Ooh, nice, another corn dog.
Wow.
Oh, okay, well, that's a problem. You know what?
Do what I think we did.
I'm-
Did you? Oh dear. Yeah, that is a problem.
Yeah, I did not mean to fall off there, so we're just going to take an intentional death.
Yeah, it might be faster too.
Because that chest I missed contains a dark magic, and we need them.
Yeah.
But this gives me a bit of time to talk about something I do at the start of this level. I jump just a little bit so that I'm in between 2 bushes, which allows me to slide 6 times, get right before the pot, and be able to hit that enemy that I honestly don't know the name of, the one that slides when you hit it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the little mummy dudes. Don't remember their names either. I think they show up in Seven Sirens, so they might have a name.
Yeah, who knows. But anyway, I do that so I know how many times you have to slide so I can hit them without having to worry about anything. Without getting hit myself.
You completely skipped the pickup dialogue because you were picking up another health item.
Oh.
That's a fun little thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's just a visual bug, it serves no purpose. Still have to
Wow, okay.
sit through the whole hurrah, you got this item.
Yeah. So, we're just sliding our way to the end of this stage, so if you got any donations, now would be a great time.
Just before we mention that, I just like to point out that no, Tassel is naturally just one massive roadblock for runners. Like,
Yeah.
a lot can go wrong, a lot can kill you, and it's just... I don't blame anybody for getting angry at Tassel. Sorry. Broke there for a sec. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
No worries. So we have 2 donations to read out. There is a $10.95 donation from Arap. Sorry if I messed up the pronunciation. Please put this towards naming Mikami Hero's Ocarina of Time file name to my dude. And we have a $22 donation from Nico-Star saying, donating to cover my finesse fault plus a bit extra. Please put this towards making Raj the protagonist in Summer Night 6. Thanks very much for your donation.
Good. Good that we're getting some more of that bid war in Summer Nights, because it's coming up soon. It's coming up right after this run.
Yes, so it is.
And I've never heard of that game, but it looks like a tactics-based game similar to Fire Emblem, so I'm pretty interested to watch it. So, we're just making our way up the Tassel Tower, which fortunately, unlike the Shantae mode, is not an auto-scroller. Or not a run away from the big monster.
Yeah, I believe where this game mode takes place is just after defeating the Barons in Hypno Baron's castle, and stuff happens with Shantae. So at this point, Wilbur will have already done his job.
Yeah, the way I look at it is, like, everyone just got all their stuff back in order after Shantae defeated them and beat them up, and then along comes Risky to do it all over again. Especially when it comes to, like, Techno Baron and Ammo Baron. Like... Okay, so now we're going to do our first upgrade, which is to level the hat up to max level. This is very important for the next part of this level. And every time I do this run, I thank you for coming up with this strategy try, because yeah, doing Skybridge with level 0 hat it's hell. It's literal hell.
I mean, it's also needed for a few bits and pieces in Mermaid Falls as well, as you can see, it drastically increases the height boost you get from pulling up the hat, and it also reduces how fast you fall whilst you have the hat out. So having max hat is necessary for a few things in Mermaid Falls.
So you may notice just how easily I'm getting through this. It was not always like this. These were dark times. Dark times.
Okay, now you're just exaggerating.
I hated level 0 hat for this.
If it's any consolation though, like, doing this with level 0 is very satisfying, but at the same time, it's nice for convenience.
I'm also going to be playing Skybridge a little bit safe when it comes to these Archer girls here, as they have a chance to drop a food item, and I would very much like that.
It's not as guaranteed as the Tinker Beasts, the big giant, or the mini slug ships you saw on Main Street, but the odds are still pretty high.
And this is something we can do with the level 3 hat. We can just ignore that switch.
Yeah. Until we get to this section where we are actually going to need to shoot some switches.
Yeah. And we also have to... Actually, we don't need to hit any switches.
Yeah, I think it's possible, but
it's definitely possible. It's how I always did it.
It'll require taking a lot of damage. But yeah, you can just do that.
It's just the jerkbirds. Every game has jerkbirds. Alright, now this is Wilbur, the auto-scroller boss fight. It can be a bit faster if we get some lucky RNG, but that doesn't happen with me. We just slide around, he shoots some rocks at us, we hit one of the rocks into the cannon, fire the rock at Wilbur, and then shoot his eyeball.
Yep.
Man, the wrong gun on.
We can slightly speed, where Mega is standing right now, we can slightly speed up the fight a little bit just by standing by one of them. That's a bad rock.
So I don't think you do that. Do you slide towards the... Oops. Do you slide towards the eye as it's coming out?
I don't slide towards it. Like once it starts rolling, I then start going into runs. But, yeah, there's a visual cue for when to shoot. You use Risky as a guide, so once the eye passes above Risky, that's usually where you're supposed to shoot.
Both of those were bad drops. Slow-mo jump!
Nice. I get to see it in a bit now.
Yeah, I forgot to screen share, sorry.
No, that's fine, that's fine. That was a decent, yeah, that's a slow motion jump. Yeah, that second rock was in a pretty good spot, sorta.
Alright, now the next two, I didn't mention it before, but we have to do this 4 times, or we have to hit it with the cannon 4 times. The next 2 shots, instead of being the last rock to come out as the one we have to hit into the cannons, now it's the first rock that comes out Also, if the rock lands on you for some reason, it gets destroyed, and we don't want that. Also does 4 damage.
Yeah, I think all of the rocks do 4 damage.
They do, yes.
Yeah. But it's just that glowing red one you really don't want to get hit by because it's needed.
Also, this one goes really fast, so you can actually shoot before it goes past your sprite.
Yep. The only thing stopping you, I think, is the cooldown of the gun. But that's also a bit of a good thing, because you can use that as a means to... If you got the timing of a pistol, you can just... Yeah, easy, simple as. I guess from this point on, there's not really much to...
Slow-mo pistol.
Explain.
A lot easier than a slow-mo jump.
Yeah. I wonder why. But, I don't think there's much else to explain now, so
no.
Would now be a time for donations, if there are any?
Now's a good time for donations or plugs.
Yeah, I'd just like to remind everybody watching about the incentives we have coming up. So Nikosar's donation actually sniped, for the time being, the Summer Night 6 Lost Borders protagonist bid war. So at the moment, Raj is in the lead by about $16, $17. So if somebody wants to donate a good round $20 towards Amu, then we're back in business with the bid war. So yeah, get your donations coming in. There's still lots of fantastic stuff to put your donations towards.
Cool. Now that we have the grappling hook, we are going into Mermaid Force, because that makes this level a lot easier. We can pick up all the treasure chests except for the ones that are underwater. Yep. The grappling hook, it only goes straight up, and I screwed up a jump earlier in practice today, so let's hope I don't screw that up.
Another thing to take note of is that if you are too close to a ceiling, this is prominent if you're using a pirate hat, your grapple tends to get buffered, and that can sort of throw everything off a bit. A bit annoying.
Yeah. We're doing our next upgrade. We are upgrading our ammo capacity 1 level, because for the next boss fight we need 50 of either Seeker shots or spread shots, which we haven't talked about yet, but ideally we want Seeker shots. And I've been pretty good about it. When you hookshot through platforms, it flings you up a little bit, but if you swing your sword, you don't get flung up, which is handy when you want to open chests.
You'll also be seeing that a little bit as we ascend the Mermaid Factory.
And we also get some really great hook clipping coming up, which always makes me giggle a little.
Just don't do the hook clip I did. Which involved purple hooks and phasing out of existence.
That's never happened to me, so I don't think I have to worry about that.
Don't worry, I think it's frame perfect, you're fine.
Yeah. That hook that I just got onto, it's like a super magnet. It will take you from most places. Oop, looks like I'm having bad luck. Really bad luck.
Looks like if we don't get any Seeker drops, it's gonna look like a spread shot.
Yep. Oh well. Alright. Failed that. Alright, there's a bit of time save coming up here. Let's hope I can pull it off. I got it fine. Otherwise I'd have to hit a switch and do a bit of a climb to get this chest. And who wants to do that? Alright, there is a little bit of a strat in this next room. We just have to choose the right position to slide in, otherwise you will fall into those little cracks down the bottom where those jars are.
Yeah. We can't just hold down and mash A. You need to be in a specific spot in order to slide past all of those. Nice lemon.
I got 2.
Nice.
And now we come to the first of 2 auto-scrollers in this game, so if there are any donations, incentives, or what have you, and I took a hit that I really shouldn't have, that would like to be spoken about, now is a great time.
Yep.
Sure. So I'd like to remind people at home what we are raising money for today, and who we are. We're all speedruns, and we do speedrun events to raise money for charity. For ASM this year, we're raising money for Beyond Blue, a charity promoting good mental health, raising awareness and reducing the stigma around these issues. If you'd like to donate, the link to do so is donate.ozspeedruns.com.
Cool. So you may have noticed I did a bit of a screw up earlier where I don't know if you heard me gasp a little bit.
No, I'm not sure I caught it.
It was on one of the jumps I did. I almost fell to my death. If we fall to our death here, we have to start the whole auto-scroller over again, which obviously we don't want.
No.
Alright, so now we're coming up to the next boss, a fantastical lady named GIGA MERMAID.
She's perfect.
Yeah. So
Don't touch her.
so perfect, in fact, that we're not
We can't
even
fight
gonna
her.
we're not gonna fight her.
She's too perfect. She's too perfect. We can't fight her.
Ah.
We're gonna leave.
Yeah, we're gonna run away. We can't deal with her. She's just I don't know what else to say.
Where to next?
Except that normally I would have upgraded my Seeker shots there, but since I didn't have 50 of them, I'm going to hope that I get a 20 drop in this next auto-scroller, the second of 2 that happen right next to each other.
Yep.
Right. So, feel free to chime in anytime a donation comes in while in the auto-scroller, otherwise we're probably just gonna talk about random stuff.
Well, the only thing worth mentioning here is I have a bit of an in-joke here in that in order to validate this run, we need to remove all the competition from this carpet race.
Yeah, yes, the law here is that we are in a race, in a magic carpet race, or at least that is the law for Shantae. I don't know if that holds up for Risky.
We are pirates, we do as we please.
Also that...
I don't have any...
Go on.
Sorry, go on.
No.
I was just going to suggest, because I don't have anything to read out at the minute, but actually I'm kind of aware that Shantae is a bit of an older series, and a lot of people might have only found out about Shantae through the Way Forward games, so maybe if you want to just tell me a little bit about the history of Shantae, I think that would be a nice topic.
Okay, well, I'm not... Ooh, good. Ooh, nice. 2. I don't know a whole great deal about the history of Shantae. I know it has... As far as I'm aware, it's pretty much always been a Way Forward game.
Yep, it always has been. Well, I think the very first Shantae... somebody who knows more about this can stop me if I'm wrong, but... nice, you got the secrets you need. But the first Shantae game was, I think, published by Capcom, but still developed by Way Forward. It's okay, but from my own personal experience, I don't think it's aged that well. Fast forward to... not sure specifically when, then there was Risky's Revenge. Which is also available on Steam if you want to pick it up.
Yes, all the Shantae games except the first one, which is on the Game Boy Color, are available on Steam.
Yes.
Risky's Revenge, Pirate's Curse, Half-Genie Hero, and 7 Sirens. The latest one that just came out about, I want to say 2 months ago?
Yeah, May it came out. As far as like a sense of story or lore in terms of Shantae, it's... I'd be safe to say most of these games you can pick up and play and not really have to worry about any of the story from previous games. The only one I think we'd have to worry about might be Pirate's Curse, because like of reasons like you lose genie powers, so it's like, you know, I'm playing as a genie who does transformation dances. Why is none of that a thing?
Yes, that does bring up the big thing. The big gimmick of Shantae games is that Shantae can dance to do magical stuff. Usually, in fact, as far as I'm aware, always to turn into an animal of some sort.
Yes.
And also, you probably noticed why I wanted 50 Seekers for that boss I just got to. Level 3 Seekers make that boss an absolute joke.
Yeah. Well, the only effort required is you have to attack the straggler twice with your sword.
Yeah.
It's like 10 health short. But yeah, so in terms of Shantae as a whole, it's primarily a like a Metroidvania style game. It's going to locations and doing dungeons and getting stronger as you progress. And Half-Genie Hero is sort of the odd one out.
Yeah,
it's
it plays more like
to Mega Man X, in that
Yeah.
you go through a series of stages and there's like secrets strewn about you can pick up, and again it furthers you get stronger. But primarily it's a Metroidvania series, and honestly I'd say all of them are really good, worth playing.
All the ones I've played are definitely worth playing. Though, to be fair, I've only played Half-Genie Hero and 7 Sirens, but I've heard nothing but good things about Pirate's Curse. And
Yes, I've
nothing
heard
but
good things
bad
about it.
things about Risky's Revenge. But that's from speedrunners, and speedrunners have a love-hate relationship with their games.
Yeah, no, I don't blame anybody for Risky's Revenge, because to my understanding it's your run is determined by the first like 2 minutes of the game. If you don't get enough gems for certain items and upgrades, your time is sunk and gone.
You may have noticed that I just upgraded my hook shot. That is for a trick that I'm about to do in a couple rooms. The upgraded hook shot literally just makes it longer.
That's pretty much it.
And I would like a big heart here, but of course I'm not going to get it.
If push comes to shove, there is the plethoras of lemons we've been getting from the Mermaid slide.
Oh, okay. There we go. I'm going to take this a bit slow because I screwed up a little bit. Alright, so this is why I wanted the level 2 hook shot, so I can get up here to this chest. And now that we have an additional 2 Dark Magic, we're going to upgrade our ammo capacity to max. This allows us to hold 99 spread shots and seeker shots.
Which is going to become very important because ammo is going to play a very important role with damage.
It will be very important if I actually get ammo drops. Another thing that puts off the Shantae speedrunners is what is dubbed Large Pot RNG, and it hates every speedrunner of this game. No exceptions.
Yes, RNG kills every single Shantae run.
Okay. Yeah, there's like 7 large pots in this room. I have gone through here and got nothing but large hearts. But it seems this time it wanted to be kind to me.
We got the Seekers, that's nice, and spread. Okay, so we got max Seekers, that's okay.
Yeah, we got more than enough ammo.
Yeah.
I'm just
more
gonna...
large spread drops will be nice, but they're not absolutely necessary right now.
Yeah, no. We need... For the boss coming up after this boss, we need around... Well, bare minimum we need 18 spreads, but more like closer to 30.
We talking Ammo Baron? Or...
No, the one after Ammo Baron.
Yeah, the one after, yeah, it's... bare minimum is 18 spread shots and 18...
It's like...
Seekers?
I think it's 6... I think it's 15.
I got some math somewhere.
Right.
To win, we win.
I was taking that a bit slow. I didn't need to kill that that guy who's throwing stuff at you, but figured I'd just play it safe. Marathon and all.
So I stand corrected. It's 14 Seekers to take out phase 2 of Mermaid.
I was trying to hide it. Yeah, so now we have the Ammo Baron boss, which is fairly easy. We hit him in the face with some Seekers, about anywhere from 20 to 30, take your pick. And then...
It's roughly around 25, 28.
And then we show him who's boss and why Spread Shot, much like in Fantasy Zone, is broken in this game. As it does 25 damage a hit. It is the most powerful weapon in the game.
As opposed to bombs, which people were under the belief of for a small period of the game's or this category's lifespan. So we thought that bombs were stronger than Spread Shot, just for the more efficient DPS.
How much do they do at max? Because I've never leveled them up.
Max Bomb Shot does 15 damage, and it leaves a damaging splash in its wake.
So was that 15 or 50?
15, 1 5.
Okay,
oh,
yeah.
Grief. If it was 50, why are we using Spread Shot?
Sorry, I just couldn't hear properly.
No, that's fine. But the problem is that splash damage is really inconsistent. Sometimes, like, you'll melt bosses, and then other times it will just tickle them, and you'll just expend all your bombs for nothing.
Okay, cool. We just got the most useless power-up in the game, which was the Kraken Ball. It allows us to go underwater. All it's good for is collecting chests.
I'm not even sure what its upgrades do.
It just lets you walk underwater faster.
If so, it's not very noticeable.
And I got some pretty bad RNG on this part of the fight. I would have liked the big ball instead of the 6 little balls.
Big ball is ideal. Laser is okay if you can put it in the right place. But yeah, little ball is awful.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the worst you can get.
And yeah, we showed GIGA Mermaid who's boss, now that we have our power-ups.
Mega, how could you?
Well, she had Cannon Shot. I mean, if she wasn't hiding Cannon Shot somewhere... I mean, I need that for Hypno's Castle.
Yes, I guess.
So yeah, as I just alluded to, we are now coming up to Hypno Castle, which is the first level in the game where we collect every chest on the first run through it. So we never have to come back here again. Unlike with Shantae.
Yeah, there's a couple times where you need to return.
Risky better than Shantae.
Change our minds.
7 Sirens Shantae is very good, just because you don't have to stand still to transform.
Yeah, the transformations aren't so start and stop. That is a really good thing. That's a really good change about 7 Sirens.
Alright, going for the next boss that's coming up, I need about, I think it's something, well, to play it safe, you need about 70 Spread Shots and 70 Seekers. I'm pretty good on Seekers, but I'm not that great on Spread. Also, there are some, there are mimics in this game. Not every chest here is real. And I just love...
They're all real, but some of them may or may not kill you.
And I leveled up my hookshot to the last level just so I could skip a little bit of, just a little bit of platforming. I mean, it's the only reason in this run that you need to level it up to level 3.
Yep.
Right, how low to the ground can I get my cannonball going?
Well, there's some Spread Shot. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on ammo.
Noobs pointing out our nice Seeker shot number.
Yeah.
I say cursed, but personal preference.
Now, this is a family-friendly stream. That number means nothing. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty good on Seeker ammo, and I'm pretty good on spread, and now I'm good on both. So yeah, now we're just making our way through this level, get to the end, and we have the hardest dark room in video game history right here. Check this out. So difficult.
This guy makes it look so easy.
My heart is pumping.
Just to burst the bubble a bit, for anybody who's played base game of Half-Genie Hero, there's a dark room in Cape Crustacean 3, sorry, and it's awful.
Yeah, it is god awful. There's one in, I'm pretty sure there's one in Hypno Castle as well that's not that great.
I don't think so, but it has been a very long time since I have done 100%.
Alright, so we're coming up to the next Skybridge 2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know if this one actually has a name.
I've always called it the Graveyard, but I don't know about others.
Ah, yes, I think, yeah, it is called the Graveyard, because Graveyard Skip.
Yes. That rings a bell.
Didn't really need to hit that, but... you can get a bit... oops. You can get a bit tricky with that one that I said I didn't... That, the floating square thing that I said I didn't need to hit. You can get a bit of tricky trying to go under the spike wall. I'm not very good at it, so I don't do it.
I'm not good at it either, so if anybody knows a way to make that much, much more consistent and safer, please knock yourself out.
There goes a juicy melon. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're fine.
I think I'm already stocked up on 9.
Yeah, I mean, Mermaid Bridge pretty much.
Yeah.
Mermaid Slide pretty much sets you up for.
Ooh, actually, oh, well, I was only on 8. I got far too greedy with my health. It's a good thing I actually looked at it, or I would have definitely died.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just surprised the beginning of the game managed to save you with corn dogs.
Yeah.
Usually you don't see any other health item in a run. Like,
and
usually 9 times out of 10 it'll be melons, and it'll be like the occasional tuna roll, and that's about it.
Yeah, not only did I get the corn dog, I also had to kill myself and got another corn dog after that. Alright, so the next boss has 2 phases, like pretty much every boss in this game. The first phase is Squid Baron, best character. We shoot him in the face with spread shots a lot. And I was a bit slow. You can do that with him hitting only 2 walls, or if you're really good, only hitting 1 wall. The second phase is Dual Barons, where you fight Squid Baron and Hypno Baron working together. You kill Squid Baron the exact same way by shooting him in the face with spread shots, and Hypno Baron with Seeker shots.
The only thing we have to be careful about is after we've beaten Squid Baron, we have to get a fair distance away from him. Otherwise, our Seeker missiles will just continue to chase the remaining explosion of Squid. Yeah.
While his sprite is still on the map, the Seeker Seeker shots still target him. It's a bit annoying, but what you gonna do?
Yeah, I believe a similar case will happen in... towards the final boss, actually, where, like, for all intents and purposes, the boss will, quote, exist, but their transformation will...
Yes, there is an Australian speedrun marathon.
Yes.
Alright, so we have defeated all the bosses. We've defeated all the bosses, and we've got every piece of the Tinker Brain, so we can put it together. However, we don't have the genie magic to make it work. So we have to go collect the remaining genie magic, along with the remaining dark magic, because this is 100%. And we start that by going to Cape Krusty, because there is only one treasure chest left here. And along with cleanup, we also want to make sure we get 99 seekers and spreads.
In an ideal world, yeah, we'll want max seekers and spread. Yeah. But if push comes to shove, the minimum we can get away with is 81 of each.
And we
We'll
need...
be using... Go on, yeah.
I was going to say we need spreads more than we need seekers.
Secrets left to discover.
Yes. But I was going to say we're going to be using a couple of seekers and spreads just to make the final area just a little bit easier. You'll see why.
So now let's make those cannonballs that got on my way look like a joke. Because we can just go like that.
For anyone who's played Super Mario World, yeah, feels caveman.
Yeah, we have a quintuple jump now.
Yeah, just
That's... Go ahead.
fly over the entire stage.
Good, getting ammo drops. Would really like some spreads.
Yeah, we've got plenty of opportunities for ammo and a couple of backup spaces to go grab ammo to if push comes to shove.
Yeah. Yes, now we are seeing the use of the Kraken ball that allows us to go underwater. The starfish, not as annoying when you come back to them here, because while you're underwater they seem to affect you less. They don't slow you down as much. And also you can get rid of them a lot easier now by cannon jumping a couple times.
Also room transitions.
Yes, that too.
They are the bane of starfish.
Yeah. I hear you, Charlotte. I would have loved to go to ASM if it was being held like it normally is, but I cannot afford it, which is why I'm very glad they did this. If there are any donations while we are just cleaning up the game, this would be a perfect time to talk about them.
Yep.
Not at the moment, but...
Guys, what are you doing? Come on. Get it together!
Yeah, I mean, just donate what you can, you know. It's all appreciated. So Summer Night 6 is next, right? That's exactly
Yes.
like the next game.
It is, as far as I'm aware, unless something has come up, but I don't think it has.
Cool. So at the moment, Raj is winning with $22 and Amu is trailing with $5.61. So if anybody wants to donate the round number of $20 towards Amu, then you might take, snipe it. So yeah, get your donations coming in and put them to good use.
Right, go ahead.
I also noticed when Mega was grabbing one of the, I think it was the genie shards, or one of the in the water, we blew up the left block because for some reason that causes items that pop out to not fly up into the air and then slowly fall back down. Instead, they hit the other block and just drop straight down. So it's a small time save.
I honestly did not know that. I just hit the left block because it makes the starfish go towards the other block, so I can easily avoid them.
Yeah. I don't know if we also mentioned, but despite we're collecting all of this dark magic, we don't necessarily have to invest it.
Yes. As long as nothing goes catastrophically wrong, we should not have to use another dark magic at all.
We got plenty of health items. We shouldn't need to upgrade health.
Where to?
There was something in Tassel Town that I didn't mention. The flying Tinkerbats, if you get hit by anything they do, their shots or just run into them, you take 4 damage, which is why we ran through the fire the first time we came through that area, because the fire only deals 1 damage.
Yeah.
And in a
Really
later
damage.
level, we will abuse regular Tinkerbats, so we only have to take 1 damage instead of a potential 4.
So long as you don't take an accidental 2 from spikes.
Yeah. Which, did happen in practice.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, there are a lot of stage hazards in the final stage. Falling in lava and spikes. Well, there are 2 stage hazards, but they're everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, if done right, the stage looks really cool.
Oh yeah.
But
It is honestly my favorite stage on any percent. Because it just feels so good completing it. But yeah, having level 3 cannon jump does make it a lot easier. Am I gonna get the crab glitch? Oh, I want to get the crab glitch.
Is a crab glitch.
It's not a glitch that makes the game go faster in any way, shape, or form.
I'd imagine just a visual one, but
Yes.
this is the first I've ever heard of it.
That crab there sometimes spawns in the ground.
Oh, right. The big blue one, yeah. Or I don't know. Stream delays making it hard to know which one we're talking about. Oh, the one next to the chest, right?
Yeah, it didn't
Right,
happen,
alright.
unfortunately. Oh well.
Now it rings a bell.
So, I'm good on Seeker ammo, but I'm not that great on spread ammo. Oh well, Tassel Town has a gigantic amount of large pots, so I should get them. I didn't let
Also
myself...
surprised you elected to skip the 3 large pots just above the entrance to the factory.
Yeah, I usually skip them. It's mostly just force of habit at this point. Honestly, more often than not, I forget they even exist. Alright, and that is everything in Mermaid Falls.
Player activated.
So now we just have to collect the leftovers in Tassel Town, and then we come into the final leg of the game.
Time to make another joke out of Tassel.
Where haven't I tried?
Feels
yet?
good.
Certainly does.
I will go for more pots than I normally would
Let's go.
in Tassel. Okay, well now I won't. Oh, my slides are bad. Something to realize about sliding on the ground. You can't just mash the slide button. It does actually have to be a kind of a rhythm. But the only place I seem to be good at it is in the Wilbur boss fight.
Yeah, button rhythms is also a thing for spread shot as well. You can't just like, if you're a hyper tapper, you can't just mash spread shot. There is a bit of a rhythm to it. Seekers, you can go nuts though. Like
Yeah.
those don't seem to have a cooldown.
Yeah, as you may have noticed when I was doing Squid Baron, I did stop a little bit my spread shots. So like sometimes there were just a second where nothing happened, or like half a second. And now I am pretty much good on ammo, so I'm not going to worry about any more large pots.
Towards the end of Tinkerbat Factory, we're going to get a large drop of every ammo type and a health refill. So, yeah, from this point, we're pretty much set. Let's just clean up the rest of Tassel and let's go make us a dynamo.
Yeah. Let's go make us the boss that put me off running the regular version of this game. I hate Tinkerbrain. And the the mechanical slug kind of puts me off trying to learn Pirate's Curse, because it is also just an RNG fest.
Yeah, I've seen a few runs of that. I don't know, for me it's more the movement of some of the Shantae categories that kind of turn me off a bit.
That's fair. Not thinking of running 7 Sirens at all?
Maybe, but I'd need to see what a run looks like.
That's fair.
So I know,
my problem with 7 Sirens is the load times. You got like 10 to 15 minutes of load times in an hour, 50-minute, 40-minute run. If you're not doing out of bounds. If you're doing out of bounds, it's like an hour, 20 minutes.
I'll just stay in bounds, thanks. I'm good with that.
Honestly, the out of bounds in that game is pretty fun. It's very easy.
Yikes. I mean, I've been hearing word a lot in the Way Forward speedrunning Discord that it's really easy to do.
Yeah, it is. Once you get Turtle, the Turtle transformation, you can pretty much get out of bounds anywhere.
I mean, the Turtle alone, like, just in terms of movement, I think that's going to be something that might put me off, just because of how ridiculously fast that goes and where it can be utilized. Just to
Yeah, it's fair.
zip.
I have to be kind of careful here, because everything before I get out of the screen hits me for 2 damage, so it would be very bad if I got hit. Fortunately, there is a full health restore right here.
Wonderful path introduced in the last update of the game.
Yep.
Cool
Made
and good.
Yeah. And we have the second last chest right here, which is the final genie crystal. And we have one more piece of dark magic. Not on the next screen, but on the one after that.
If anyone knows a faster way to get that dark magic,
That doesn't
It's a
require
bonus
you to
board.
die. Because we can get it earlier.
wait, we can?
Oh, kind of. You can get... No, wait, I'm
Because at this
thinking
point,
if...
we only have the pirate hat.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking if we did,
Yeah, I know somebody
we did
did
GIGA
bring up,
first.
Using the grapple hook
Yeah.
to grapple underneath and do some funny stuff that way, but...
That was what I did before the any percent round got a huge rework. I don't know why I hit that switch, I didn't need to.
I mean, lag's not a thing, so it's fine.
Do you feel you could take the any percent world record if you really tried?
Maybe. I mean, all I gotta do is just stop being lazy.
Yeah, I feel that both of us could get the any percent world record,
Yeah.
but it's got a huge amount of RNG.
Yeah, that's a big turn off for me. Just
Same.
yeah. I mean, any I've said before, but I'll say it again. Like any Shantae game, like you are at the mercy of randomness.
Where's
100%, a little less than any percent, but it
Can still happen.
a good
It can
killer.
still go getting up to Ammo Baron. Nope, no ammo for you.
Excellent.
Ammo Baron has it all. Alright, so we are in Risky's hideout. As I said, I consider this the best stage in the game. It's a lot of fun, particularly when you don't have all the power-ups, but we do have all the power-ups that are important, so it's a breeze.
Best stage, best music track, changed my mind.
It's pretty good. Well, I took a hit from him. Oh well, what are you gonna do? We don't want to take that, that's slow, and we don't want to take that, that's also slow. Oh! I should have gone slow! It fell into the lava.
Luckily, the game puts us back to the last point. There was a scrolling transition.
And this is where you have to be careful about mashing your slide, because you can accidentally double jump right up into the spikes.
And that's not fun at all. Yeah, you got past the hard part.
Yeah. The second part of the stage is very easy. I mean, honestly, the first part of the stage is very easy. I just got a bit greedy.
That's where those 2 spread shots were needed, just to meme all over that Tinker Beast.
There is one more use for it later on, but you don't necessarily need to use it. It's just easier. One of the benefits about the... sorry, you said spread, not seeker. Yes, that was where you use the spread. There is one spot where we use seeker, apart from what I just did to kill those guys. I just do that because I don't like them.
But speaking of seekers, that very first flying Tinkerpath that you shot down took an awful long time to fall off the stage, which is the first I've ever seen of that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? As I was saying, we use the seekers in a section a bit before, because seekers go through geometry, allowing us to hit a switch.
Provided they are not finding a target. You just sort of 180 just into another direction and shoot down a straight Tinkerpath.
Alright, so we're coming up to the final boss, which, as you may have guessed by this point, is Shantae. We get to beat her up very goodly. And the strat for this fight is to, if she's moving in any way, hit her with seekers. If she's not moving, hit her with spreads.
So anytime we're closing the gap, we'll just be mashing seekers. And then once you're up close and personal, we'll just say hi with spread.
And ideally, we would like her to turn into the bat.
Bat's a good one because we can use seekers. Elephant's a good one because it's pretty quick and it allows us to get in a few sneaky spread shots, check your health. I know I'm behind stream, but still. Crab is an alright one because again you can get a few sneaky seekers in. It's still slow. Monkey is kind of alright. It doesn't even deal as bat, but it just does a lot of damage. Harpy is a bad one. I'll speak with Harpy.
Also, time is coming up on the screen fades to white. That is time.
There's also the mermaid transformation. It's fast, but we can't really sneak a lot of damage in.
Yeah, I don't even bother trying, if I'm being honest.
Remember, the monkey does 3 damage, just so you're on 3 health. There we go, mermaid's a pretty good one.
Oh, I'm out of spreads, but I only had like 3 hits left on her. And time is coming up now. So that was the run. I hope you enjoyed it. Just got a couple cutscenes just to make sure I didn't miss any chests. I'm quite confident I didn't, but we'll see.
Yeah, you did pick everything up. I guess the game will tell us.
So there you have it.
I would have had it all.
I would have had
If
it
it
all
weren't for
if
these
it weren't for
bunglers.
bunglers, imbeciles. Ooh, just talking about it makes me want to punish you all again. Get back here!
And we have to skip through what is my favorite song in the game, Dance Through the Danger. You hear it once in Shantae mode, and you hear it in the credits, but we skip the credits.
Okay.
So, yep, I collected everything, and in-game time of 47:39, not accurate at all, any way, shape, or form. There are a couple pitches that you get for beating the game 100% and beating the game fast, but I'm not going to show those because they will blow out your ears.
No, it's only after the screens. The screens themselves, it won't blow yours out. But for some reason, the way forward splash
Alright,
screen
well
is
then-
extremely loud. No one knows why.
You are right. Then I will show these screens off. And whilst I'm doing that, I will once again thank ASM for having me. I really appreciate being a part of this. And I wish the best of luck to all the runners coming up. And please, please, if you can give, do so. Beyond Blue is a fantastic cause that does a lot of good. And I will leave it there for the host to take it away. Just